Hello, my beautiful friends. Millions of you have been asking, Matthew, where are you now? How are you enjoying this beautiful country? Well, I gotta tell you, I've maxed things to about the best anything can get anywhere, not just in Bulgaria. So have a look at my surroundings. If you can kind of guess where I am, maybe you can't, and that's okay. So I am in pretty much the most beautiful city in Bulgaria and one of the most beautiful in Europe. I am on top of the hill in the old Bulgarian capital of Veliko Tarnovo. We left the world's #1 resort yesterday afternoon after, waking up a little bit too late. Oh, there's a cute dog here. After waking up a little bit too late, we cruised about 280 kilometers on the bike. It was epic. So look at the weather. You're gonna see a few little clouds. It's about 24 degrees, but those are the clouds of love. You know why? Because it is so freaking hot. I mean, it is summer hot here right now, just absolutely summer hot. So we cruise through you're going a bit northwest of Bulgaria if you haven't been here. I mean, I almost feel like I shouldn't be taking video of this place just so you can experience it for the first time. It is like living in a storybook, okay? So it is, you cannot, I mean, I can just sit here and blab and say, oh my God, this is beautiful. But it is something that is, I'm trying to be as serious as I can, that it needs to be experienced with your own eyes. It is so incredible. It is so, oh Jesus. Some of the views and the vistas and the old homes, and of course the people you run into. We went to this most amazing restaurant that had like duck with raspberries and had this veal thing with polenta and paprika, and that's about as good as things can get. I mean, just absolutely incredible. Sorry, backtracking. So yeah, we cruised all across, halfway across Bulgaria yesterday, and the last trek of the trip, the last little part of the trip, is about 100-kilometer sort of a cruise through. I mean, Shipka Pass was amazing, but this is wholly next level stuff. So it's about 100 kilometers, and you're going through, like, think about a snake that is just lazily sleeping, all curled up like that. So you're riding on your bike, just like up this mountain, and now just wrap your head around this. It is fall, so you're getting the beautiful fall trees, like the golden trees. 1 billion different colors, because everything is a different color all into itself, and we are just slowly meandering through these beautiful roads, this mountain road that at some places about as narrow as like a little VW bug. I have no idea how people just get past some of these passes, but holy shit. And again, beautiful weather. We stopped by, get some food and stuff, and in some of these little villages and little towns, and obviously it's epic because, well, I'm in Bulgaria. So our hotel is in the old town. It's super renovated. Like on the outside, it looks like, oh my God, it's like this, cool, kind of an old school building that kind of looks like that. But inside, it looks like a Vancouver penthouse suite in every shape and description of the word. Just absolutely beautiful. And rooftop deck, if you can possibly imagine. We had a Perinsko up on the deck yesterday, maybe around 1 a.m. and I just think I cried. I mean, the views, the beauty of everything around me right now is it's completely just insanely overwhelming. Because it just is. I cannot describe it. Just trying to catch my breath because just yesterday was so amazing. We walked around all over the old town, did some shopping. Again, we went to that restaurant and had a few beers. There's some craft beer places that are open and lots of people because it was really busy. There's like some motorcycle gang thing here, just a bunch of kids cruising around and just watching those guys. Oh, it was so much fun. And again, yeah, it was quite busy. The pubs, there are 2 main pubs, almost completely full. And I mean, it's middle of the week. You gotta love that. So I'm parked just here. The wool is resting in the hotel room. Our place has a big sandwich shop. They have these massive baguettes that they make on site, and they make you a sandwich, the sandwich du jour, that you just tell them what you want, and they'll build you something. The two girls will make you whatever you want. So yeah, enough banter for now. We're going to go on the flip side of this beautiful city, and we have to buy some fridge magnets for the cats because we've only been here about 15 times now, so we need to get more fridge magnets that say Veliko Tarnovo on them. Wow, it's awesome. I mean, okay, so let's forget Bulgaria for just a split second and talk about the world, okay? Now, this is the view from just one of the little lookouts here in Veliko Tarnovo, and I'm just gonna show you here, and you can judge for yourself because, I mean, there are facts and there are opinions, right? So the fact that this is the most beautiful view in the world, I think rings true. I would say, you know, just I just think it does not get any more beautiful. The day cannot be any more stunning. It just feels like middle of summer, and I'm in this incredible city here. I am just absolutely speechless. I was going to take this stupid video without any banter, but I can't stop talking because I'm just, wow. Cheers. Okay, let me show you guys what the measures are when you are cruising around the food markets, like the veggie farmers markets in some of the Bulgarian cities now. And this is Veliko Tarnovo. So what they do is they create these sort of alleyways now, so you can't really intermingle between all the stalls. You kind of have to follow sort of like a train thing. This is what they thought that might, you know, mitigate some of the sadness. And everybody seems to be somewhat following the health orders. Now, on top of it all, this place is absolutely beautiful. We're actually walking through here just to get away from the sun. It is so hot outside, like almost gasping for air, middle of summer. Absolutely incredibly beautiful last few days. So yeah, here you go. And look at the veggies and the fruits here. I mean, Bulgaria has some really amazing food, obviously, and this is all just feels like summer, you know. Not just the temperature wise, but look at all the beautiful produce here. Wow. And it's busy, and it's, you know, middle of the day, middle of the week essentially, and it's just really fun. It's like going to a carnival, you know. For me, doing this kind of stuff is, yeah, just as good as things can get. We're gonna get some little snacks for the hotel room later. There's a Russian shop at the really dingy mall just across, but the actual Russian shop is really pretty. So we're gonna get some, again, some brown bread and maybe some of that 6 leva caviar for the hotel for later. So yeah, you can see how they divide the crowds of people. And again, it's great. I mean, what can you do? It's a really sort of a hot zone here, and a lot of people have died here in the last few days, in the last week. So I'm just trying to protect everyone here, and seems okay. What can you do? So you obviously know my incredible fondness and love for old school Eastern European, especially Bulgarian suburbia. So we just found this little nook off the main road here in VT. And VT is, if you're a local, that stands for Veliko Tarnovo. And look at the trees, and you know, they kept a lot of the beautifulness of the park and stuff like that, and just kind of left it alone. And it's not garbagey here. You know, it's old, and there's lots of cats, of course, that we have to pet. But it's not garbagey. A lot of cities in Bulgaria are half garbage, half park. So somebody cares here, and it's still garbagey, but medium garbage. Oh, minimum garbagey, I should say. But sure is beautiful. Holy crap. Holy freaking crap. So it's fall in Bulgaria, and instead of walking down the main strip, we're gonna walk through some of these cool old school apartments. You know, look how cool this is. You know, just imagine people kind of living inside in some of these places, have, you know, three bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and many are just absolutely super modern, restored. I know I've talked about this blah 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 so many times, but wow, some people live really, really well here. And, you know, imagine having this sort of a beautiful balcony slightly off the main road here, and a restored apartment, maybe 2 balconies, and you're just hanging out, and you have this crazy beautiful view, and there's a modern park for the parasites to play in. And what more do you want? I mean, really, wow. Oh, and if you have a garage like that, you know, like wife kicks you out, Boris, you leave me alone for 1 hour, and then you can go and sit inside, work on your car, work on your motorbike, have a cigarette party with your friends, have a few beers, put on some TV shows or a sport. I guess people do that here. Watch a sport and be away from the family and that kind of a life. And wow, it's just stunning here. I'm taking these videos as always, and I always wish, because taking a stupid video with a stupid phone just does nothing to actually experience the beautifulness, you know, when you're using your own eyes and you know, your feet as you're walking, and just the senses that you feel walking around in a place like this just sometimes are overwhelming. It's stunning here. And look, there's little gardens and stuff like that. I forgot to mention one thing, and that is the topography of this city. How, you know, you're walking and it could be just like, you could be going uphill or super downhill. And in the summertime, wintertime, when it's rainy, things get super slippery, so you have to be super careful. But also, like, that is an olive shop. So you're like, oh, I live here, and then, oh, I'm craving some olives, I'm gonna go to the olive shop. And I guess some of the apartments here in the decks, and, you know, these guys here, freaking crazy cool, hey? Having some vines and roses, and, you know, it's another kind of a different apartment with a different window, and this is different window. You know, these places are so different. And there's a dude there, he's got his young guy, he's got his little workshop in there, and it's super cool. And here in the background, you can see sort of the big hill, and just kind of to the left is the big citadel, the big sort of castle. But yeah, everybody has their cool little garage, and they're quite small now. Most of the modern cars, I don't think will fit. But again, just as a cool workshop, oh man, just an absolute dream, absolute freaking dream. And it's clean, you know, it's clean. It's fine, as long as you don't throw garbage on the ground. I mean, you don't have to be repainting every year or fixing everything every year, but just stop throwing garbage on the ground. Fucking hell. Olives. We gotta get some olives. Okay, so, and here, look at some of these homes. Here in the corner is literally the local computer shop. And there's a lady in there, and she'll replace parts in your ThinkPad, upgrade the RAM in your desktop, maybe remove your virus off your Windows 95 computer, anything. She's just sitting there waiting. And yeah, she will refill your ink cartridges, replace your toner, or just go down there and have a little banter and talk about technology. It doesn't get better than that. I highly doubt these guys had a couple Perinskos for breakfast and a meter-long baguette filled with ginger, mayonnaise, and ham. But look how epic this sport complex is. It's really pretty. Really, really pretty. Like, really modern and really fancy. And of course, look at the temperature in the sky. Never been here before, first time. So I guess they're practicing running around in circles. And pretty awesome way to spend your day here in Veliko Tarnovo, if you're into doing fitness. And I think these guys, especially this guy, really are. Amazing. All right, so we continue on hiking up the hill, and it's Amazing. So one thing I wanted to tell you guys is about these little corner shops. So most of them are kind of the same, but sometimes, especially in some of the sort of nicer neighborhoods, is if you look in the back and just kind of have the right set of eyes, you can find some really neat stuff if you're into really fancy spices or little veggies or just stuff from all over the world. So we've never seen this stuff before, like this particular brand. So
Spicy pickled garlic.
okay, so you
Okay.
don't this brand, yeah.
This
Okay.
is Spanish, but it's hard to find here in Bulgaria. It's smoked paprika, and it's the hot one.
Yeah, so this is like the normal brand
Smoky.
for this, right? Because you see this all over the world, but
But not in Bulgaria.
but not in Bulgaria. So you're in this little cute little shop here, totally out of the way, and deep in suburbia, and the lady has these on the shelf. So it's always worth a little shot to go inside and obviously say hello, because everybody is like
The nicest.
the nicest people in the whole entire world, and you always make a friend and grab yourself a beer.
Artisan food.
Oh yeah, artisan. Yeah. It's one of the funnest, at least for me personally, experiences. And I actually don't like getting haircuts, but you always try to find like a cool place to go and get it done. Don't go to like a fancy salon or spend 30, 40, 50, 100 leva for a haircut. It's just completely unnecessary, even if you're a girl. Whether you go to a cheap place or on a super fancy place, it's still just a haircut. So this this place here, this haircut I got from essentially what it is just behind me is a converted garage. Okay, the sweetest lady in the whole entire world. Obviously, I'm in Bulgaria, and you sit down and you say "Stare konj, mola," which is the old horse haircut, please. And $5 later, look at that. Fantastic. And there's like a dog and a cat sitting next to me, and the lady's so sweet. She doesn't speak English, but of course we're just bantering. So she does everything for you. Like, she chop, chop, chop. She's like, oh, well, let me get your ushi. And my nose hairs are out. And, these types of experiences, if you like to travel and just enjoy days like these, this just adds so much just of, just to your life and just the experiences and the people that you get to meet. And in the end, it was just like a $5 haircut, but I'll never forget it. It's incredible. So I'm in suburbia. Whoa. Check it out. More suburbia. And these cool garages. We keep going. Okay, so half a second of car. Okay, this is a super, super vintage Skoda. I mean, just look at the design. It's just absolutely timeless. I love these cars. They're beautiful. You don't see them super often, but sometimes you do. See a lot of Ladas and that kind of stuff. But to see a yellow Skoda like that is definitely a treat. And you'll see cars like on the other side. There's a Panamera Turbo, freaking $100-something thousand car. And, next to this building, you'll see a Trabant. And just this crazy difference. I mean, X5s are expensive. So it's pretty cool to see such a mixture of different vehicles here, because this is sort of I would say this kind of a little bit of a fancier area. We continue on. Look at the pigeon. All the wiring up top. That's cool, eh? I guess lots of TV stuff and telephone and maybe even fiber. People wanting to stay connected. Oh, look at the trees. Get away! Shoo! Shoo! You will stop following me. No, I'm just kidding. I want to be friends with you. You're so cute. Anyways, we keep going. So this is kind of a cool little park here, and I guess where all the Bulgarian people hang out and have a Bulgarian cigarette party. So yeah, what it is people get together and they they bring their own beer and their favorite carton of cigarettes and samichki, which is the sunflower seeds. And they just hang out in places like this. And this is kind of a I guess a bit of a vintage, still beautiful, you know, unfortunately it's in Eastern Europe and it's filthy, but it's this beautiful park. I think this is a tennis center or something like that. So it's a lot of sports facilities all around us here in this suburban part of Veliko Tarnovo. It's 98% really, really pretty, really beautiful, but you know, you still see people throwing garbage on the ground. Every 3 minutes, if you are walking along here, you'll see a Bulgarian person just throw something on the ground. For every 5 minutes, maybe. I don't want to be a jerk, but just whether it's a cigarette or just some wrapper or something like that. It's bizarre to me. I don't understand how is that part of the culture, like the guys in Sunny Beach say. Oh, it's part of the culture. Fuck, who says shit like that? Anyways, that's my angry part of the video. Okay. I know I've done a video already of this beautiful place, but now it's dusk and it's really pretty and people are yelling at me, I think. This is just like a half a second video just to show you when they're closing down and dusk. And it's Friday evening now. We have been walking for the last 6 hours. I think we got like 25,000 steps on our stupid Fitbits. Look at this. I know you've seen these guys everywhere, but just think this exists to this day. These beautiful old school veggie scales from what, 50 years ago, 60 years ago? I wonder if they're Russian, I'm not sure. Anyways, it's super nice here right now. Just gonna head home now. It's so beautiful, Jesus. So tired. Okay, so this awesome guy said they are Bulgarske, yes? Oh, it says in Bulgarian.
Державна фирма Лясковец, баланс.
Ah, super. Okay, so now you know. I thought they were sort of Soviet era, but boy was I wrong. So yeah, they're old Bulgarian machinery. Love it, just love it. Monkey. Can't believe all this stuff still exists. It's so awesome. Wait. I gotta show you one more thing. So I am standing in front of the Saravets fortress, which is absolutely epic. We've been there lots of times before and hiked it. So obviously when you're here, it's one of the places that it is the place to go. It's a little bit studeno now, hence my chapka. Because of my haircut, I have no hairs on my head. So feeling a little bit cold. So I will tell you guys a couple more things. We've been hiking around all day. Zero rest, like nothing. There's so many places to eat, so many places to visit and hang out and meet and just take photos of everything.
And eat meat.
There's so much like meat here. It's just meat, please. There was a menu item on the restaurant we just went to. It just said miscellaneous meat. Literally just said miscellaneous meat. Oh, just lovely. And obviously everybody's awesome. So there's a lot of craft beer places, okay? So we're just kind of and they're super busy. Even the live like hip hop places busy. There's people hanging out, but craft beer places here are super cool. So I want to show you. You can buy like 2 liters from how much?
1 liter.
It's actually 1 liter. Yeah. This was 1 liter.
1 liter, and this is called Mashing Pumpkins, and it's from Sleven, which is about between here
Train,
and
perfect timing.
between here and Sunny Beach, and it's spiced and it tastes like pumpkin. It's amazing.
Yeah, they made this just for Halloween, and the fact that the train is coming is amazing. So it has this very subtle, sweetish flavor of Halloween and of pumpkin, and it's just awesome, and like almost cinnamony. Oh, it's fantastic. It's so good. So let me tell you just one last thing. Sorry for the banter. The restaurant we just went to, never been there before, ever. So walk in, super nice, super cool, like super cool. So listen to the stuff that we just ate, okay? Go.
Okay, so we're on a duck mission.
Yeah, we were on duck mission.
So we had foie gras with homemade blueberry jam because it's blueberry season here. We had duck magret, which is duck breast with carrots and a spicy beet puree with pistachio crumble.
It's
Oh my
completely
gosh.
insane. And spicy beets, the spicy beets.
And then we had duck wings,
Duck wings, with barbecue sauce, like almost look like drumsticks.
and we had barbecued beans. And then now we have to go to the doctor and just die.
We ate so much food. We actually had to take some food with us back to the hotel because we couldn't finish it. And the service just impeccable. You know, just wow. Bulgaria is like, shoop. It's completely crazy and insane. And there's probably 50 restaurants like that where you can get this incredible service and incredible food. And it's still, again, I gotta tell you, this is one of the last places. I always say this, one of the very last places in the world where you can eat like so decadently, so just like a president of just something, like the best of the best of the best of the best. You can eat here, whatever you want, just for nothing. Well, for nothing, you know, just really cheaply. Anyway, so we have to head back tomorrow. We have to. Oh, we're gonna go back to Sunny Beach. It's gonna be kind of nice tomorrow, so we'll hang out and it'll be super fun. But the last 48 hours have just been absolutely Bulgaria.